Two pockets LIDs, distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh, men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running in the shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Don't play with it, baby. What you gon' do? Stop playing with it, baby. You gon' do it. You don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You built like that.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah. Look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you create where there ain't no love.
Where do I go? When I'm alone? Not on the phone, when I'm on my own.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Choose us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bow down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't feel. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you're missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, no. she good, she don't need Jack now. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMP. Go and get yourself this thing. Then she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Don't tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check, I put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah.
Eventually, you're just gonna age. You can't stop the age. It don't matter how good your ass is gonna get old. Your ass gonna get old. And then that's it. It's what you do now, prediction.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they... want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
57.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, this is Kamara, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Kamara on the carry.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night.
And I think the ball's out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder.
Oh, FIFA?
Oh,
lots of yeah. FIFA,
we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
26 yards.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got his tight end, Burton. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line.
20.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
The ball carrier.
Jonathan Taylor with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point
7.
up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
20. Mike, check, 59, 59. We ain't giving up nothing today. Express! 59, check, 59. There we go.
Throwing is Newton. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bears will extend their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Green Bay Packer. First and 10 at the 40.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made at his 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready? Ready? 65.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And some space here.
Come on, touchdown, bring it, baby.
Chicago. Jonathan Taylor becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Second and 5 now. Newton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Alvin give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Kamara. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Newton out wide. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Newton on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
By the Bears.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Play fake, Cousins. He's got Burton here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Bears.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Cousins pass intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And it's no good. Lutz pulled it, and this score will stay right where it is. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Cousins to throw it. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. To return is Roberts. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they can get back in it in a hurry.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Kamara, the ball
well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Again, it's Kamara. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
At the 22-yard line.
Hill on first down. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
The busy night continues for Kamara, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
3rd and 5.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. They'll run. This is Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. The fullback won. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Alvin Kamara, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Packers get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
At the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Bears 21, Packers 7.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Kamara trying again, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Makes the score.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here now Roberts. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
9-yard line.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They begin on the ground with Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Taken down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This one out quickly to Westbrook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Hill now operating for the red zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of
pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
57's Mike 57. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, here's Newton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Corey Willis. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Jonathan Taylor.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
First down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. That one goes for 8 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago.